people that understand genetics and evolution and mass extinctions and logic understand what they're being told. Right. If you have a, what do they call it? A something Eve, um, biological Eve or something. Okay, so clearly a species um, would have a person that has given immunities that only come from that person. You have to be birthed of her to have that immunity. And then as genetics go, God decides who gets it. So the raping and all of that, forcing me to live in a house with a straight up Neanderthal, but that's none of that works. Anybody that knows anything about genetics, you could have three people in a house that got a genetic from a parent and the other two didn't. So you actually can't control genetics. Okay. It's almighty. So you do not have the new cofactor to survive a nuclear holocaust. It's a long-term immunity, and I explained about the diet and stuff that all of us will be doing naturally after all these things are gone. This right now really doesn't have any meaning. I'm clearly not producing any more offspring. The whole land piece is being cleared of people. We're on the Titanic, as we went over, so none of that matters. Eventually, so many of your species will die that you will probably try to initiate some sort of like getting off the fuel and stuff as you're all dying off. Just once your ovum is nuked, you're done. That's what the Passover states, that your houses are being destroyed. Your DNA is being destroyed in a mass extinction. No one gets to the Father except through me. Who decides who sits at either side in the new kingdom and all of that? God decides that. I'm just explaining to you how I believe it works, as I thought I was told, which should make sense genetically. It's a new cofactor. I'll give you no new commandment. This is the blood of the new cofactor. It takes a very long time for nuclear material to actually degrade. If those days were not shortened, like the radiation waves, no flesh would survive. Okay, so you would die off anyway, is what I'm explaining. Right? You would die off anyway. It would just be awful. You'd be like in Daybreakers and worse. You'd be, what's that one? Waterworld. All of that. God is sparing you from that, and the people with the nuclear weapons are sparing you from that. Right? Again, nuclear weapons are sort of like fentanyl at the end of life. Well, had you listened to me, your lives would be longer. Okay. Obviously, your children's lives would be longer. Not that you care. I know what you are. Okay, so it's unfortunate for your children. I'm sure that they're in a denial about how you are. We all had to hear it from Barbara Kent how disturbing it is. Um, I think what's good is so far I haven't really heard a lot about these people murdering their whole children and stuff because they're taking them all to heaven with them. Okay, I'm sure they would. I'm sure you would. That is why you don't care about what you're doing, right? It's all a big bunch of nonsense. Most of you enjoy your children not having as much as you do and stuff. This stuff about you're going to raise your kids this way and that way, it's part of your narcissism so that you appear good. In the past, that's how it made it easier on my species in a mimicry, but you're not doing that anymore. But some of you are pretty persistent about it, like you're still in a denial about it.